Welcome for another segment from Dave and myself. And finally, we saved Dave. Dave got abducted by kids.
By his own kids.
By his own kids. See, this is what happens when you do that tee-up and you don't know when to quit. And now you got 99 babies later and they have abducted him. They held him downstairs in a dungeon and they...
had their way with him.
Had their way with him.
Yeah. Crying, shitty diapers, all of it.
He has now learned the price of extending the extender.
Well said, sir. Yeah.
I'm as politically correct as I'm going to get.
Yeah. You're, I don't know if that was poetic or... it's beautiful.
All right, today we're going to show you a prostate formula. Some of you guys are having prostate issues. This is your prostate right about here. For you women who don't know what a prostate is, that's where it about sits. Now, because men are sitting down more and cutting the blood flow, as a result of this, blood's not getting to the prostate, and some of you are eating soy. Some of you men are dumb enough to eat soy because somebody told you how soy is a wonderful thing for you men. Men, real men don't eat soy.
Is it a book?
It's a book. Real men do not eat soy. Unless you've been brainwashed. High estrogen content of soy will bind to the receptor sites where your testosterone receptors are. The highest concentration of testosterone in a man is his heart, brain, south of the border. If the receptor sites are congested with estrogen, you are going to have a problem. Mutations will occur, and then you wind up going to a doctor. He sticks his finger up your ass and says, you have a problem. Okay, so now let's avoid the finger up the ass because it's not a very pleasant feeling anyway, and unless maybe you're a little strange or alien or something, or a pedophile, whatever, but anyhow. Okay, what we're going to do is we'll show you a formula which will reduce inflammation, number one, which is the primary cause for urinary tract to be plugged up. Some of you guys are going to say you got to get up in the middle of the night, you got to pee 99 times because you can't get it all out. Okay, the other thing too is the formula is going to have things. This is a double formula, triple formula actually. It's good for circulation, it's good for heart, it's good for prostate. Okay, and if there are cancer cells in the prostate, this causes the cancer cells to go, which is what we're all looking for. All right, so what we're going to do is going to have a handy dandy scale. Turn it on. Ingredients we're going to need are magnesium citrate, aspirin, cayenne pepper. Now when we put the three together, I'm going to put them in a little dandy handy mixer here. Okay, I gotta change the symmetric. Hold on a second. Aha! Aha! So, I gotta change this back to 0. Okay, we're at 0. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put about 40 grams of magnesium, the magnesium citrate. So we're going to put it in there. This is why we have the scale.
Now we're into rocket science.
No, not really.
Well, remember how you'd do like half a teaspoon or something?
Well, we're doing this because we're going to be putting this in a capsule, and so we want some kind of. Well, this way you have it. So now when you're in the capsule, you know exactly what we're doing. Okay, so come on, get in there. As you can see, I'm not using a spoon. Come on. Jeez. Okay, 40.
Borderline 40. Yep.
Aspirin, 10 grams. Some of you say 10 grams of aspirin. Wow. Time we do the measurements, you'll find you're only doing about 100 milligrams, just slightly over. Okay, smell the aspirin. Oh, power of aspirin. So when it gets to 50, you know you're there.
Looks like granulated sugar.
Yeah, no. Sugar. There we go, 50. Boom, done. And cayenne. Just want a little bit of a... Same thing, we get to 60, we are there. Oh. Jeez, there we go. Doesn't want to go to 60. Now, Take the power of the blender. Yeah. This is the jar blender. Use anything. I like these jar things because it has nowhere to go. Put it in. That was interesting. Give it a shake. Okay. One more time.
You can kind of see it spinning around in there. Yeah.
You open it up, kind of keep it away from you because there will be a dust cloud. And there we are. A complete mix of the powder. Now, this stuff is really good if you're having problems with circulation. This you can use. Now, when you put it in a double X capsule, a double X capsule is it's a 700 milligram capsule. 650 milligrams is what they say, but you can put actually 700 in there. And excuse me, when you do the math, we put 10 grams of cayenne pepper, 10 grams of aspirin, and 40 grams of magnesium. Each capsule, now we're talking 00, will give you approximately 116 milligrams of cayenne, 116.7 or whatever, 116 milligrams of aspirin, which is very nominal, and 466 milligrams of magnesium. Now with magnesium, you also get something called ATP. ATP, again, supplies the cells for energy, and magnesium is good for the heart, brain, nerves, and the skeletal structure. So you got a lot of powerful things here, and you will not upset your stomach because the magnesium acts as a buffering agent in the stomach. So the aspirin will not cause any damage to the system, and the aspirin will be encapsulated in a gelatin capsule. The cayenne and the aspirin will work in a synchronicity or synergy where they actually push each other and they go into those regions of the body. Cayenne is also an analgesic, anti-inflammatory, and so is the aspirin. And aspirin kills 8 different types of cancers. Intestinal cancers, for those of you who have intestinal cancers, this may help you as well.
Aspirin.
Aspirin.
Wow.
That's one of the few things, one of the few pharmaceuticals that's actually come out that actually has a real, true benefit without side effects if it's combined properly. Okay, the aspirins that you're buying today have polymers and yellow agents. They're not worth a fiddler's fart. So you get the pure stuff that you get that you would give your pets, horses, dogs, whatever. The stuff in the drugstore, and all it should have in it is either acetylsalicylic acid or salicylic acid, starch, and that's it. Nothing else. If it's got propylene glycol, aluminum lake number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, titanium dioxide, those are nanoparticles, nano composites that when you consume them, the aspirin then will deliver them to the brain, causing brain damage and oxidation stress throughout your body. So, there you have it, a simple prostate formula that has other benefits for heart, circulation, cancer prevention, all in one. And it's simple, it's cheap, and very effective. We're good?
Yeah.
All right,
Great.
to your health, to the next segment. Okay, see you in a bit. All right, quick side note. Again, Dave and I were talking after we did the filming. If you're on any medication, okay, always rule of thumb, when you're doing these remedies, there's got to be a 2-hour window or you eliminate the medication. This one does not, you don't need to, if you're taking aspirin every day for the heart, you don't need to take the aspirin if you're doing this. You got 3 components here for the heart, for circulation, for heart support, but you don't need to take a heart remedy. Now, again, I'm not telling you what to do there, I'm just making the suggestion that if you're doing this, you don't need to do that. If you are on any medications, anything that we show you on these YouTubes, is always rule of thumb, there's got to be a 2-hour window. In other words, if you take the medication, you wait 2 hours before you do the alternative. If you're doing the alternative, then you got to wait 2 hours before you do the medication if you need to do it. All right, just a side note so that you guys don't kill yourselves. All right, again to your health.